Hello everyone, my name is Martin Linksfeld and I am Master Chef at FoggyKitchen.com. In this video, I would like to present brand new code prepared for Oracle Quick Start Space on GitHub. With this Terraform code and Resource Manager stack, we will provide highly available WordPress installation with more than one, meaning 2 or more nodes, Apache web servers exposed to the public internet via public load balancer. For sharing the WordPress content directory, we will use NFS share provided by native OCI file storage services, which will be mounted on each WordPress node. For the persistent layer, we will also use MDS, MySQL Database System, as a native service in OCI. Let's take a look at the topology diagram first. Okay, here's our topology diagram. As you can see, it will be one VCN in one OCI region. The whole infrastructure will be spread between 4 domains in one AD. Inside VCN, we'll have 5 subnets. Bastion subnet, which is public for accessing from outside. Also load balancer, public subnet. WordPress subnet, private one with 2 or more nodes. Additional file storage services subnet, also private, for sharing the mount target and the file system. And ultimately, one MDS subnet, also private. It can be one database or it can be more than one instances for secondary purposes, for standby. And this is our infrastructure. Now let's go to GitHub repository and let's deploy the code. I am in Oracle Quick Start repository covering WordPress MDS automation. Let me scroll down and I will click deploy button. Okay. Now I will be transferred directly to my tenancy, and in my tenancy I will click accept terms and conditions. For this stack I will choose the proper compartment and then I will click next. In this form I will decide which availability domain will be chosen for my deployment. I will choose password for MySQL Database System admin user, for WordPress user, and for my WordPress site. Then I can choose how many nodes will be created for me, right? When I click Show Advanced, I can see elements of my infrastructure with detailed information. So let's say I would like to create just one node, so it won't be high available. And in that case, as you can see, just one server will be deployed and load balancer will not be added, right? Okay, if I will choose 2 or even more, load balancer will be added and I can choose flexible, load balancer or standard static balancer. Let's stay with the flexible. I can use Bastion service, brand new Bastion service. In that case, all data below will disappear, but let me start with just Bastion VM. I can choose public key. I would like to add to my machines. Additionally, I can decide how many gigs of memory will be added and OCPUs for my flex shape, but of course I can choose any other potential shape, even the static one, right? Okay, let me return back to the flex shape. I will just reduce just to 2 GB of memory. I can use OCI block storage for OCI file storage service for shared content of WordPress content directory, and then I can decide about WordPress configuration and my MDS, right? So that's my decision, and now let me click next. I can theoretically run apply immediately, but I prefer to see the plan before, right? So let me uncheck it, and I will click on create, and then the stack is ready. Okay, let me just click on the plan button, and we'll see what is planned for me in this deployment. Let me pause the recording for a moment. I will return back when finished. Okay, looks like the plan is done. Let me scroll down just to see what is planned for us. So 41 resources will be added, and after this deployment we'll see the URL of our WordPress admin utility, and we'll see the public IP visible to others, right? So let me go to the stack again, and now I will click apply. Apply is in the middle. So now we need to wait, I think 15 minutes or so, and the stack will be fully deployed, right? So let me pause the recording, and I will return back when finished. Okay, looks like apply job is done. Let me scroll down. There is a lot of outputs here. Okay, I think it is too complicated, so let me go directly to outputs. And what we have here, for example, here is the address of our load balancer, and here is our WordPress site, right? I can pick up this address just to access the WordPress admin, right? I'm already authenticated. I have provided credentials, so as you can see, I have all necessary elements to govern my WordPress site. Okay, but this is from web page perspective. But what about the infrastructure? Let's do the walkthrough. So first of all, I will go to compute instances, and what we have here? We have here 3 servers: WordPress 1, WordPress 2, and Bastion VM. This always frees for other reason. Bastion VM is on public IPs. WordPress 1 and WordPress 2 are only on private IPs, right? Now let's go directly to our network. So we will see the VCN structure, which has been built behind the scene. So what we have here, 5 subnets, right? Bastion for public access, MDS for private. Here is a WordPress subnet, which is private. File storage services, private subnet, and public load balancer subnet. Okay, that's really cool. Let's go to our storage just to find out our file system, which will be shared between 2 nodes. WordPress file system shared between 2 nodes, and that's it. Here is mount target with private IP address, which has been exposed to our nodes. Let's go further. Now it's time to check up databases. Let's go to DB Systems, and in DB Systems we have MySQL instance, and this MySQL instance is in the MDS private subnet as we have decided, and this is our configuration. And now we can try to migrate data from original system into our new system, and that is a little bit different topic. So yeah, we can play that thing in the future, and probably it will be yet another recording about it. But that is all for today. Thank you, and see you soon here on this channel. Thank you.